Hello, everyone. Welcome to my Intro to Uni graduate recording session. No matter where you are, I wanted to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, because you could be watching from anywhere in the world. I just want to congratulate on every one of you on getting into the University of Melbourne. It's a new beginning for all of you. Very exciting, isn't it? New adventure awaits. We are here to support you and help you navigate your university life. First of all, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Ying, who, as you can see on the screen, I'm currently a student at work intern from the student orientation team at Student Success, which is basically based on SOP 1, which we'll be talking about later in this session. I'm also an international graduate student from China. For me, here doing the recording really means a lot to me because I'm able to share my peers' perspective as your fellow graduate student and also introduce all the services and support available to you. In my studies, I'm studying currently Master of Teaching in Early Childhood Primary, and I really love my study. It's really my career passion to become a teacher. And what I'm doing right now to support my peers, to engage with the university community really prepares me for my future career. I've already talked about career, and another passion I've had is for education. I believe in the power of education in young people, and I believe in constant learning and growing. For my hobbies, I love libraries. That is, I'm going to talk about academic skills and then well-being and fitness. That's why I have some experience in Melbourne University Sport and Health Services, which I'll be addressing on very shortly. And then social and engagement kind of activities, for example, student societies from UMSU, GSA, and the careers and employability team, which I have experienced both as a student and also a staff member. So what is this session about? It's a 30-minute webinar recording, so you can pause, because it's not live, you can pause at any time to have a look at the slides and reflect on what I have talked about the topic so far. And then have a look at the fact sheet you will be receiving via your email, student email, to double check the links to bookmark them. So recording is really up to you how fast or how slow you want it to be. I talked about the fact sheet. Basically, the fact sheet is the comprehensive paperwork for you to check the links. It's like a dictionary of all the student services and resources that's available to you, which I will be talking about. And then I highly recommend you to register for online Q&A, which my amazing teammates, Sherry and Kay, will be presenting on. And they will be there to answer all your questions, so get ready for that as well. Moving on, I'd like to first of all acknowledge the country. I like to acknowledge that we are standing on the land of the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation and pay respect to the elders past, present, and emerging. I'd also like to extend my acknowledgement to the any Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people present today. What are we doing today exactly? I already talked about what possibly will be happening. So this slide really shows the bullet points which I will be addressing on. Today's session is designed to help you explore opportunities on campus and make a joyful and smooth start at uni. In this session, I will be talking about, first of all, learning the basics, COVID-safe campus, services, and so on, which is basically how we can access support at university and also stay COVID safe on campus. And then I'm going to talk about how to start confidently by joining the orientation program, for example, Melbourne Peer Mentoring Program, and many other programs to help you really embark on making those important friendships that help you really, how do I say, to make the most of your time during your university life. And that can even happen between the orientation session begins. And then we're going to be focusing on how to make the most of your degree and the co-curricular offerings of the whole university, what you can do beyond your degree. Again, please feel free to pause at any time. I can't say that enough. So you can understand the information on the slides and as well as the fact sheets and Q&A later soon. Okay, moving on. Intro to Uni, support at our very first topic. While studying at the university, you as a student will need to be proactive when needing support and advice for a wide range of different issues. I like to say that this is from my amazing colleague, Shari, but this has made a difference in me so far while I was preparing for this session. She was saying seeking support at uni is not a sign of weakness, it's actually a sign of strength because it can help us diffuse issues before they become a crisis. Really, for me as international student from China, it was deemed as an etiquette and traditional kind of good thing to do to not to be proactive, to be responsive, to be polite. Whereas in Australia, in Melbourne University, I've learned so far that asking for help, going to step one and asking question, no matter where I go and be curious, it's really helped me grow faster than ever. I do respect the traditional values from my own culture, but I also have combined a new culture in Melbourne University, which really empower my growth as a student and as a young professional. Okay, now let's go through some of the student services that are going to support you during your degree. Step one, as you can see at this side, there are different color blocks talking about different aspects that step one student services are able to support you in. In summary, step one is a central location for Melbourne student services and for students who find support. You can see this overview and you can pause right here to read through all the bullet points because I'm not going to talk about them right now. We don't have enough time, so it's really up to you. I'd like to highlight course planning. The Step 1 Student Services, we have a dedicated course planning team, and it's available throughout the semester to give you the support. So do not hesitate if you have any questions around this area to, like I said, to ask for help, to be proactive. It could be as simple and it could be extensive, but it's really up to you to make that first step. After you have done the online search, you have done everything you can individually, know all the information from the university website, and then you come to us for support and advice. From Monday, I like to talk about from Monday, 15th of November, the 2021, the Step 1 Parkville campus is already opening for in-person appointments between 9:30 a.m. until 4:30 p.m. for weekdays. Those in-person appointments majorly for your student cards and academic transcript collection. For all other inquiries, for example, the course advice I've mentioned, they will be continued to be available online. And as far as we know, the COVID-19 situation, the restrictions and lockdown is still up in the air. The future is not so predictable. So this information, opening information right now could be still valid, but I would highly recommend you to check back to the Step 1 website, which you'll be able to find on the fact sheet for the most accurate opening hours. So you can be sure you don't waste your time doing the traveling to uni and then find, oh, nobody's here, something like that. And for another campus, which is the South Bank campus, the Step 1 will be closed for in-person services and appointments during the current situation. Virtual services remains open. Again, double check the website for opening hours. It may be open now or very soon. It's really up to the website to be updated. The administration team on Step 1 can really help you sort through all the new things that you possibly have never dealt with before, like your student fees, enrollment, class registration, and academic documents. I'd also like to mention that there's also an extensive online knowledge database of FAQs called Ask Unimel that we mentioned earlier on, where you can find out about financial assistance and scholarships and jobs and careers. Through the Step 1 student services, you can have consultations by phone, by video, live online chat, or you can also submit a query by email. So don't be let down if at some point of this year you can't access in person because we are virtually available. You can ask us anything at any time via the methods I mentioned earlier. Contact Step 1, even if you might feel your concerns are too minor, like I said, or if you're not too sure which service to engage with, just reach out to us and we'll be more than happy to give you any guidance you need. So talking about step one, just like to reiterate the different ways you can get in contact. Again, pause the screen and save the links on your web browser. So for future reference. Yeah, that's it about the opening hours I have to say so far. Do make a habit to check. Moving on. So we got even more support of these bullet points plus again, and to read them for me in my remembering me as a new student like you guys years ago, these words are pretty new to me, especially English is my second language. So it took me some time to navigate, to memorize all these words. For example, the first bullet point, CAPS, counseling and psychological services. It's a mouthful, Australian English, we like to shorten everything to make things easier and more relaxed. So nowadays we just say CAPS. So do I make an effort to try to have an idea, like be aware of all these words? So when it comes out in conversation between you and the university staff members or your friends, you wouldn't get caught surprised about, oh, what this mean? So for these services, I'm just going to highlight 3 of them, which I have some experience with, and I have benefited as a student quite a lot throughout the past few years. The first of all is the first bullet point, CAPS, counseling services. Basically, what they do is that they offer free student psychological counseling appointments, including a 24 hotline. And from the end of January 2022 to early February, which is the semester 1 period, the CAPS team is launching the student workshop program on managing exam stress, anxiety, and creating social connections. Again, you will be able to find a link in the fact sheet. For this program, they have been doing that ever since the lockdown in Australia, which is at least the past year or so. So it's pretty a mature and extensive program. They do it on semester basis, like every single semester they do it. Basically what they do is they do the live session with the students. So that's when you can check the website and book in based on your availability. And then once they have done the session, they will be sending you the resources relating to the session. If you have not been able to join any of the session, rest assured you can always tune back to the website and watch the recording. So it's really up to you whether you want to join, ask questions, be engaging, or if you're just okay with watching the recording. For me, both were just as fine for me. If I have time, I would definitely make an effort to join. If not, I just watch the recording. Speaking of the free counseling sessions, every one of us, we have access to 6 free sessions every year. Right now, you can start from right now because you're already a student. So don't hesitate. This support, it does not just happen when we have the real life anxiety or depression, any of the mental well-being issues. You can take that as like the mental well-being checking sessions. You can do it anytime in your life, no matter whether you feel very good or not feel so good. It's really a matter of how you want it to happen to you. Depending if you're unsure or offshore whether you're in Australia or not, the CAPS team will continue to support you and refer to the mental health professionals and resources available to you in your location. So it does not really matter whether you're in Australia or in your home country or other countries. They will be able to support you as best they can. So give them a call, have the first appointment and see how it goes, and have a chat about how you can have more extensive services available. And then related to mental well-being, I'd also like to talk about the health service. Right now, the health service is open Monday to Friday, 8:45 a.m. So they will be available to take calls from 8:45 a.m. all the way until 5 p.m. on weekdays. Weekends they are closed. Students can now book online for telehealth, which is phone call or online session or face-to-face appointments. You can call them up to confirm your doctor's availability prior to the booking, because sometimes your GP, your preferred doctor, they may not be at the moment working on campus. So that's when you would have to do telehealth or video consulting. And regarding to billing options, If you have a current Medicare card, rest assured you're book billed. I'm an international student. I'm currently with my BUPA, International Student Health Cover. So right now, I'm also book billed. For your first appointment, I highly recommend you to have a chat with the receptionist at health service to find out the option of how you can get billed. Basically, you just bring your private health, which is your overseas student health cover membership cards, and provide your membership details, and they can help you sort it out. So for further inquiries, go to them, and wish you all the best. Safer Community Program is the third thing I'd like to talk about. Basically, they operate as the university's central point of inquiry and reporting of inappropriate, concerning, and threatening behavior. And they also offer a respectful and confidential place to seek support and advice. One of the highly useful and confidential service they provide is the free escort service for all students, which is all of us, and as well as staff members. So no matter whether you're a student or if you graduate, work as a uni staff member, or if you are like me, working as a casual staff member, all of you and me can access this free escort service 24/7, which is very helpful. For me, as a young female and far away from my family in my home country, I have had the concern of my security and my well-being. If I'm traveling on campus after a nice event or after studying really hard in the library, I used to get a bit nervous going out about by myself without anybody to be by my side. So having this service will really increase my kind of confidence and the sense of security and also my freedom in doing anything I'd like to do at uni as a student and really work on the things I want to focus on, whether it's a study or my social life or my fitness or my career development. So having this escort service really helped me a lot. And another thing I like to say is that you can call the team up at any time, no questions asked. They just need to confirm your student or staff details, and they would never bring up the topic of, oh, you have booked this session, book this escort for this many times. They don't really ask that question at all. So don't be too, how do I say, self-aware that or be feeling a bit guilty or nervous of asking for help again. Asking for help is a sign of strength, so you get to do what's really important to you, and they're there to support you. And also we have a free app called UniSafe. You can Google that and download that to your phone and really to find out more about what the app has to offer of all the services. Yeah, that's the three major services I have to talk about. Again, there are so many more, as you can see on the screen. I highly recommend to stay curious, stay interested, and just keep learning. Look up the keyword on Google, and also check the fact sheet for the links. Before you come to campus, so here is the slide for the COVID-safe campus guidance. You can see all the steps to complete the module on LMS, follow the guidelines, update the contact details, and verify your vaccination status. So I'm just going to quickly talk about these 4 steps. For the first step 1, the university has developed an online module that you can learn everything you need to know about how to help yourself and others safe on campus. You will have to complete this module before you come to campus ideally, and submit the health declaration before you come. You only need to do this once, so not too much work, but it's important for you to do it. It's our responsibility to be a responsible global citizen starting from the university and access this on LMS. You'll be able to see that in the email, your student email account. And the step 2 is make sure you understand your responsibilities on campus. I will talk about this in our very next slide, so stay tuned. The third step is make sure your contact details, including your emergency contact, are up to date. And also your mobile phone number. This will be very important because if there has been COVID confirmed cases on campus, you will be the one to be contacted and to stay safe. You can do this through the My University in Melbourne student portal. The fourth step is the COVID-19 vaccination. No matter whether you have got vaccinated on shore in Australia or in your home country, it is requirement for you to upload your vaccination status, which is the confirmation kind of document to the university website, and provide this evidence before you come to campus. So moving on to the next slide, I'm going to talk about exactly what are the guidelines for COVID-safe campus. Again, pause here. I'm not going to read all of them because these are very self-evident for you to read. And you can again find on the links from the fact sheet about how you can access more support for COVID-19 safe campus as a student. And then there's a link that's called coronavirus update confirmed cases and closures. These are very important for us to bookmark, to save on our web browser, and to check back in regularly. For example, if tomorrow I like to go for a dip, which is go for a swim at the University of Melbourne gym, then I will need to check this website, which is called confirmed cases and closure, to see the recent exposure sites and exposure cases, whether the gym or the nearby place I have been to are exposed. If they're exposed, it's really, I'm entitled, I really need to take responsibility to get checked if I have COVID, and just to let the university know of if anything happens. So do make the habit of checking the confirmed cases to make sure you are safe and everybody is safe. Moving on, our next topic is very exciting, how to start confidently. First of all, I like to talk about really highlight the orientation. As you can see on the screen, the date are set. It's Monday, 21st of February to Friday, 25th of February, right before the semester starts. So here's the time where you can really participate in university, a wide range of university events. We got programs, we got student clubs and associations, we got exciting orientation challenge and social breakouts. There are so many things to do. Even for me, as a senior student, if I call myself that, I still get excited every time to hear about the orientation events, or just to look at Instagram stories about all the orientation challenges and talk to my friends about, oh, where have you been? Have you been to these student clubs? Any freebies you have collected? And just continue to make friends outside my faculty. For Melbourne orientation, we got a website for you on the fact sheet. Do check it out so you can find more about the programs we have for you. Basically, we have a lot of activities, including faculty welcome, mixers, program briefing, introduction to faculty clubs. So it's both academic and social and fun. For UMSU events, they offer Summerfest from 24th to 25th of February in 2022. And also for GSH, which is for us. So UMSU is for undergrad students and postgrad students together, whereas GSA, full name is the Graduate Student Association, is for us graduate student only. They will have orientation on the day, dates to be confirmed, but they will have orientation around that time. So, and we'll discuss later on how they can support you. Again, you can find the website. And so you can cut this out. So for the orientation challenge, you can again find the link on the fact sheet. Please do give it a try. It's so much fun, it's free, and it's fast friendships waiting to happen. You know how important making friends it is. For me, I've learned a lot. I made friends from my GSA. I used to volunteer at the Graduate Student Association as an international student counselor or representative. That's how I make a lot of friends there. And we still maintain friends, even though some of them they have graduated. So it's very important for us to stay connected. For the orientation challenge, you will be part of a team of 4 students, and each one of you will complete a series of missions during orientation week. Registration for Mixer will open in February 2022. Attend the challenge mixers, both virtual and in person, join the game, and complete team missions that are easy and fun. Once you complete all 4 missions, you will be a challenge finisher. Very exciting, and can join our finishers party in week 2. Again, party in week 2, it's a great start, isn't it? to celebrate with the other teams and collect your prizes. So that sounds really fun. I really hope you guys will be able to enjoy it. And again, the social breakouts, the link is in the fact sheet, do check it out. Form connections with other university students in the non-strings attached Zoom Hangout called social breakouts. It is a quick way to get your social fix no matter where you are in the world, and an opportunity to meet other students from across campus. You play games, discuss interests, share your hobbies. It is your choice. You'll be randomly allocated to a group of 4 for each session with an icebreaker to start. We will shuffle you into new groups every 15 minutes. So you get to chat with a whole bunch of new people studying at the university. For me personally, last year I had participated in more than one, and I found it really interesting to see the dynamics of each breakout room. Some of them are really engaged, some of them are just learning to know each other. So all of the sessions are really exciting and I really enjoyed it. So hope you enjoyed it too. Moving on, so this is the serious part. This is what we're here for as graduate student, right? It's about study and research. Again, pause here to read through all the bullet points, the services and resources available for you. I'm just gonna say that we as proactive students, we take control of our learning journey by asking questions and be positive and just have the drive in doing the research ourselves and also asking for help. Academic skills is not only for when we need to learn a new skill, but also to lift us up to the next level. Reading strategies or a workshop on Aussie English, there are many topics for you to explore. So do please check out the website. Library, it's one of my favorite places in the whole wide world. No matter where I travel, I always make sure to rock up in the local libraries or rock up to the local university and just pretend to be a student there and just go to their library. So for our library, they can assist you in both research and writing. Ask an librarian, the researcher at library, for help with your research and assignments. Yeah, that's basically what I would love to say about this slide. There's so much more for you to explore on your own time, and also to connect with the library and academic staff members for you to really take control of your study. Because I know for our graduate degree or graduate program, we only got about maybe 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years. It's not too long as undergraduate degree. So we only have a limited time to explore everything, whether it's career-wise, social-wise, well-being-wise, financial-wise, and most importantly, study-wise. So being on top of all the resources you can get your hands on is very important. And our session, again, is not for you to memorize everything. It's a recording for you to check back in from time to time and save the links in the fact sheet. So in the future, whenever you have a challenge in whichever area you're on, you will be able to be prepared and can just extract the links you have saved so far, right? Now moving on. I already talked a little bit about this, and here are the strategic way for us to find information, which does not take much of our energy, so we can focus on study hard, work hard, and then have fun in a very good way and productive and sustainable way. First of all, regularly check our student email. Mindfully building the habits, healthy habits of checking your student email is as important as having healthy eating habits or having regular exercise routine. So check your email to stay up to date, whether it's paying your tuition fee or the assignment due date or any social events coming your way, any orientation notification, online sessions coming up. So you'll be able to respond to it in time before anything happens. And then again, speak to academic staff from your course, from your program, be proactive, ask questions, see if they have any office hour for you or for this subject. If not, ask if they can make time for you. And I'm really confident they will be more than happy to give you an answer about, oh, here's how I can help you. I've had experiences where my lecturers, they not only provided me with with their own office hours, but they also notice my well-being, what I'm experiencing, if I'm having a bad time, or if I was having a stressful time. They actually came up to me and to ask how I was doing. And having that kind gesture really was empowering, and knowing that I was not alone if I was struggling. So again, same advice to you, speak to anybody, especially your academic lecturers and professors. Signing up to faculty, GSA newsletters, Twitter feeds, Facebook groups, so you don't need to, from time to time, check their website. The information will come to you to your mailbox for you to have a look at once you have built the regular kind of habit to check your email, whether it's once a day, twice a day, or 4 times a week. At least the university expect us to check our email every 2 days. So you can at least once every 2 days, that's the minimum amount. Save the website from the fact sheet so you can get your hands on them when you really need them. Go to GSA or Stop One or on Sue for help. Ask for to book their appointments. Yeah, I think that's very important for us. And for me, I still remind myself sometimes when I really focus on one area of my life and then I let the other areas slip. That's when I really get back to these healthy habits or these really productive habits to help me stay informed and engaged, no matter when and where. Next topic is how to make our degree extraordinary. So we talk about how to access support, how to engage from the orientation and also make friends. Here are exactly the ways we can stay connected. So first up is the Graduate Student Association. Basically, GSA offers opportunities specific to graduate student needs. What is GSA and how we can get involved? GSA has more than 150 graduate groups. They are student-led, student-run groups affiliated themselves with the Graduate Student Association. GSA supports over 150 graduate groups that range from categories relating to faculty, special interests, cultural issues, health and well-being, and religions. You can see more details about graduate groups from the GSA website, which you'll also be able to find on the fact sheet. GSA, apart from the university's academic support, GSA also offers academic support. They offer a wide range of programs to support us throughout our studies and beyond. Again, check the website. GSA has a program called GSA Achieve. It supports you through your academic journey and your transition from uni life to employment. So as we all know that one of the major reasons we apply for this graduate program at Melbourne University is because we would like to get a level up in our career, professional career, whether it's changing our career or finding a new career passion or to really upgrade ourselves to the next level in our current career. GSA has a LEAD program. It's a specialized program that provides leadership skills development. They have virtual or on-campus thesis bootcamp for your academic or research writing. It's a 2-day intensive writing program. And Shut Up and Write-a-thon is a friendlier than it sounds. It's also for the writing skills. So do stay tuned. It's one of its kind. They have peer study buddies program organized. There are organized study sessions to help you stay focused in the lead up to exam and assessment. So we are actually not alone. Getting locked up in a library or in our own dorm room or in our own private room to study by ourselves. That sounds not like an ideal graduate student life. So all of this program really supports us to feel that we are connected to the university and especially the graduate student cohort. We are not alone in our own room to study or in the library late at night. They are our peers. We can write together, we can learn together, we can do meetings together, and we can also meet people outside our own faculty or graduate program. Lastly, I'd like to mention GSA engaged communities. They have couple with parents sessions. So if you are a graduate student or also a parent, Um, this is this is a very good event for you. I know since the time I was at GSA, we always have a family student officer to support all kinds of family and well-being programs, and they have been continually doing this program for years, and they do have an extensive network of families. The GSA engaged communities, they also do drop-in sessions for all of us to connect while feeling isolated, especially during the lockdown, at least in Australia, I know in other parts of the world as well. We all have the sense of loneliness, whether it's because we are far away from home or if we're doing something new. The sense of isolation or loneliness, it can be always there, whether it could be luring there in the background, it could come up. So the drop-in session really is very helpful for us on this area. They do, GSA also does healthy breakfast for us at the ADA building. ADA building, as you can see on this beautiful photo on the screen, it's built from the year 1888. That's how it gets its name. It's an Asian building. Now, last year has newly been renovated, so it has brand new spaces for us to study and doing our research and programs in. And they do a wide range of student representation. They have different officers like Indigenous officer, health and disability, LGBTQIA+, events and activities, international, families, women's issues, sustainability, coursework and research. All of these student representative officers, they are available for application or for nomination for us as graduate student. Again, I used to be an international student officer, and that was one of the most exhilarating and fulfilling experience in my life. I've got to say that it has done a lot for my career development as a young female professional, and also I made extensive friendship and lifelong lasting friendship from there. We're still hanging out, we're going on for holidays. It's just amazing. Okay, moving on to other student clubs and societies. I've talked about AMSU. They have more student clubs and society because they are facing the whole campus, which is undergraduate student and postgraduate student. They also got a wide range of student representatives. Again, I don't have enough time to talk about this. I highly recommend you to look up their website from the fact sheet and really learn more about them. You don't have to join both AMSU and GSA. It's really up to you to make your research, be proactive and ask questions, send them emails. What is this club about? What can I get out of this? Do you need people? If anything come to you that interests you, apply for it, nominate yourself for it, get votes, just get active. Melbourne University Sport, they have different sports teams, whether you are training professionally or training leisurely as an amateur. For me, I took up the water safety program, which is open to international students who are new to swimming every semester. So that's how I got myself into swimming. I never learned how to swim before I came to Australia, and now I'm a 2-year-old amateur swimmer, and I absolutely enjoy it. My trainer the other day, he said I look like a dolphin because I can swim. That's really a good feedback. I really appreciate that. So again, Melbourne University, they have lots to offer. Just bookmark their website and subscribe to their newsletters to stay connected. And I would like to say next year, I'm definitely gonna join their surfing club. That's my dream. So I'll give you guys that. And it's really up to you guys how you want to make out of this experience. Lastly, online and in-person activities is by all of the above. So whether it's if you're still now in Australia or in Australia, there's many ways for you to get involved. You are not alone. You'll never be alone. And enjoy. I really hope you like it. So talking about social elements, wellness, security, health, well-being, and academics, here is an important topic about your work experience. This is what we're here for again, right? We're here to study, we're here to make friends, build networks, to gain experience, to become a new person, to get new skills. And one of the most important part is the work experience. I can't say enough of this to start early. I've been to countless career events and sessions, talk with alumni, see my work in my volunteer. So I just can't say enough about this, my friends. Start early, start from volunteer. That's how I got myself started. So I told you guys I love libraries, right? No matter where I go in the world, I make sure to rock up in a library locally. So far, I'm volunteering at the State Library of Victoria in Melbourne as a volunteer reader. And from that experience, I have very fortunately had a mentor. Her name is Susan. She's taking great care of me as my volunteer coordinator. She's there for me when I was having personal struggles during lockdown, and she gave me career advice, and she's my referee for my job applications. So you will never find, you'll be amazed to find out no matter what you do in volunteering, no matter which cause you devote yourself into, you can possibly gain good memories, good connections, friendships. You never plan for that, right? So here are the opportunities. Sorry, I'm talking enough about myself. I'm just too excited. Here are the opportunities we can engage on campus. Student ambassador, peer mentor, student partner, and AMSU volunteer. Again, for me, myself, I have contributed to the open day on campus as an AMSU volunteer, and I got my University of Melbourne hoodies and merges. That's really amazing. That's really, as you can see on the screen, the beautiful berry with the bear and the umbrella and the hoodie. I just love them. GSA internship sounds very professional. It is an internship, right? We all need some kind of internship to get our career started. Careers Online is a website which you can find on a fact sheet. Logging as a student, there are different pages. I can't talk about them right now, but it's very, very important. Please do bookmark it. Student work. What is it? It is basically the role I'm at. I'm currently employed by the amazing orientation team at Step 1 via the Students at Work program. So basically, Student at Work is a program for all Melbourne University students to get work experience on campus, the Melbourne Uni campus. So we do have the first step. We do have the first priority to be employed as a casual student staff member. And I can't say enough how amazing the experiences are. Actually, one of my colleagues from the orientation team, she is my mentor, and she really empowered me to be successful in my first ever student award application. That's how I got started, got my foot in the door to become employed in Australia, to have my very first professional experience, and I owe her the world forever. Student peer leader work. Now, if you, how did I say it? I've been employed by the Student Peer Leader Network for more than a year, and everybody there have been amazing. And I still engage with the current network, even though I'm not employed there. So you can see the good cohort, the good community, the sense of community is still happening. Yeah, I just love chatting out with them, just keep talking with them. And yeah, that's really amazing. So here are some of the examples you can see on the slides, how you can get work experience on campus. And it's really up to you to choose whether you want to stay employed on campus or explore your options outside the campus within Melbourne or in Australia or worldwide. These are very important things to do. Moving on, I'd like to sum up a little bit about developing the skills, academic skills. Again, they have a range of training and development sessions designed to help us for our professional and personal skills. So think about academics, not just about studying, doing assignments, meeting the deadlines, also about preparing ourselves for the future world of work, right? So building the fundamental research, reading, time management skills, communication, presentation, public speaking, English language skills is really important for you to get a head start as a young professional worldwide, no matter where you go. I mentioned all these skills, and yes, please do practice them. Career employability, I think I've talked enough about this, but again, do check the fact sheet to bookmark all the website. These are very important. And any questions, save them, please save them for the Q&A with Sherry and Kate later, and book them on your on your student portal. Please don't miss it. Employability Week. So this is a event run by the Careers and Employability team on step 1 every single semester. It's in the 3rd week of each semester. It's an opportunity for us to research our industries and potential future employers. There are so many different topics, whether it's interactive workshops or discussion sessions or panel discussion. For me, I myself have been fortunate enough to be a student panelist for I think 2 to 3 panels so far to talk about different topics like how to get a head start on our career, volunteering experience, and I found them really helpful. Maybe one day, once you progress in your studies, you guys can happily be invited to be a student panelist and practice your presentation skills in English, or yeah, that's just very exciting to do. And employer talks, big banks, insurance companies to present to graduate programs and opportunities to us. Careers fair, this is how we find jobs. They do breakout rooms with individual employers. We can network with representatives from many organizations and companies and learn about their graduate recruitment programs. And the University of Melbourne, we do have resources, the website and videos on YouTube to really guide you through how to prepare for careers fair. Just Google them, they will come up. Again, lastly, we have competitions, challenges, and boot camps. I just like to mention the two programs. The first thing is the GSA thesis boot camps. Again, the links in the fact sheet. They will be in person in June 2022. So do look out for it, for a chance to practice your academic skills, writing skills, and also make some new friends. And then we have the Practera Consulting Projects, previously known as Study Melbourne Live Project or Global Student Talent Accelerator. This is facing all students in Melbourne to practice the consulting experience. It's 4 to 5 week program. It's for free, and it's a volunteer program for you to be assigned as a group from the university to work on the consulting project for a local company. And I've got friends, before they got their full-time graduate role to one of the big 4 companies, they have participated in this live project or Practera consulting projects to get work experience and to get connections. And then we have many other programs, whether it's faculty-based or university-wide. Some of them are called MBS case competition or global health case competition and graduate research hub. So I'll leave the fact sheet information to you guys to explore. There's just so many of them, and even for me, being a senior graduate student, I'm still learning myself. So doing this session really is important for me to learn that all the resources available to me as a student. We never have enough time, but whenever we have the time, do make the most of it and to participate and to contribute. Lastly, study overseas. So did you know that you can study overseas during your degree as a graduate student too? It's a chance to challenge yourself, explore the whole wide world beyond Melbourne and beyond Australia, and to really immerse yourself in a whole new culture. We have semester or year-long programs and short-term programs like summer session or winter break sessions. The funding could be available through a variety of scholarships and grants in addition to the OS help loan. So please contact the study overseas team and see what options are available to you. They do have a dedicated website for you to look up all the programs. Yeah, they also do virtual exchange opportunities could be available, so do check with them. Right now, I'd like to ask you to pause the screen if you're interested to look at all the information. Right now, I'm just happy to share my personal experience. For me, what has led to me making the life-changing decision to study in Melbourne University was actually my experience in my undergrad to do 2 international programs. So in my early 20s, I had done a summer session in UC Berkeley in the United States. And that really opened up my eyes. It was the first time I ever studied in a Western university. And the next year I went to National University of Singapore in Singapore to study a semester. Again, that's a new world. And those experiences really opened up my eyes and helped me make some local friends and experience local cultures, whether it's academic culture, social culture, or professional culture, to understand the differences between all of these cultures to my own culture. And then made up my mind to come to Australia. It was a brand new land to me. It's what I had nobody here before I came here. And if I had not participated in the exchange program before, I would never made a decision to come to Australia, nor would I have the chance to make all the new friends from all over the world. And now they're everywhere in the world. I just feel I'm just really a lucky person to see myself grow over the years and to continue to challenge myself and continue to use all the resources on campus and all the activities out there. So that's all about my session today. I really hope you guys enjoy it. Again, come back if you are still interested in any further information. Check the fact sheet. Do you book out the Q&A session with Kate or Sherry at the time that really suits you? It could be online, it could be in person. So it's really up to you whether you're available, and then you can ask them all your safe answers and to hear more stories. Okay, thank you guys. I'll see you in the next session. Bye-bye.